I hear so many men over 40 say, I just don't have time for the gym. For 90% of guys, that's just an excuse. But for small minority, it's the absolute truth. You are running a business, working 60 hours a week, raising kids, holding down a marriage, or managing wife and a girlfriend. If you are genuinely in that minority, you don't have time to commute to commercial gym 3 times a week, but strength training after 40 is non-negotiable to you, as it is cornerstone of your metabolism, energy and physical capability. So if your real limit is time, not an effort, here is my exact framework how to build a real strength on a strict time budget. Let's start with the most common advice for busy guys. Bodyweight exercises. Influencers will tell you just do push-ups and pull-ups at home. But if you are 40 and little out of shape, this is often the worst place to start. Exercises like chin-ups require massive baseline of strength that you just don't have yet. Look at the math. If beginner struggles with 1 chin-up today, getting to 2 in the next session requires 100% improvement in strength. Even managing 5 push-ups, going to 6 requires 20% jump. That isn't a realistic session-to-session progression. With weights in the gym, you simply drop the pin or grab a lighter set of dumbbells to make small 2 or 5% adjustment every week. Bodyweight exercises are a great addition once you have built a solid foundation, but not on day 1. So if bodyweight exercises are not optimal, what is the fastest, cheapest entry point? When you are strictly limited on time and space. I deeply underestimated this tool for a very long time. But my ultimate secret weapon is elastic bands. Yes, I had serious doubts too. But whether you live in a small apartment, don't have money for equipment, or travel constantly, elastic bands completely eliminate every excuse. I use 2 specific types. Standard loops that I use for compound exercises like squats or rows, and bands with handles, and door anchors for isolated work like arm and shoulder exercises. They cost almost nothing and pack in a small shopping bag. And this isn't theoretical. When I traveled with my son to French Alps, we stayed in mountain village for 3 months with 0 gym access. My entire setup was push-ups and lots of band exercises. I trained outdoors next to a parked car, in 1 by 2 meter space, rain or shine. And every time I returned home, I haven't lost a single drop of strength. Think about a scenario that happens to busy men every single week. You find a 45-minute gap in your day, but driving to the gym and back takes you 30 minutes. If you don't get stuck in a traffic, out of 45 minutes, you are maybe left with 15 minutes of exercise. That just makes 0 sense on tight time budget. Now, if you do have a bit of space, a spare room or garage, the next level up is a simple home gym. And no, you don't need expensive commercial level equipment or lots of space. I have trained in my garage for over 15 years. And my total setup cost around £500, which works out less than £3 a month. All you need is adjustable bench, barbell and adjustable dumbbells, and some plates to make small weight increases. Years later I added second-hand cable machine for £30 and some extra bars so I could train along with my teenage son. You fit your workouts in your available time. You hit the muscle groups required with progressive overload. 0 commuting, 0 time wasted. Now I want to be clear, I love training in commercial gym. It offers great variety and motivation, but you don't have to choose just one modality. When you have extra time, hit the commercial gym. When you have 30-minute midweek gap, use your home setup. When you are traveling, pull the bands out. It isn't the equipment that builds your body. It's the work, the effort, and the sweat. And if your training is already dull and you still feel like hitting a wall, grab my free blood test guide in the description below. It explains exactly what to test and how to read the results. If you enjoy honest conversation about TRT, health and rebuilding yourself after 40, join me by subscribing and I will see you in the next one.